Okay, so we're back for another update on Myrkwood Farms. Rolling into the property right now to show what progress we've made and tell you what the next steps are on our little slice of heaven back here. We've been doing a lot of work on the road, bringing in sand and gravel to make it just a little more smoother for our hip campers and our produce stand customers. Now, we just went through a storm here and had to take down one of our tents and ripped up our little show flags pretty good, but we're about to take those down anyway. Opening time is over. The hearse over here still needs some love. We've been doing some mechanic work to it, but now with all the work we've done, it needs a battery and of course a lot of cosmetic love. Kenny's totem pole we still have yet to hoist for display, and over here what started it all, getting us all back here, this 100-year-old Frick sawmill. Hope to be operational someday. Our little band studio and computer workshop, podcast room. I've been promising for a long time that I'm going to start doing a regular show again on YouTube, and this time I think I'm also going to make it a podcast, so you can just listen or view us if you want on YouTube here. Still some work to do on the studio here, but believe it or not, despite the exposed metal, there's pretty good sound in there. Where that big blue tarp is floating around, that's where our biddies were, but we've just sold out and have to wait to the next batch. We're going to make a little nicer biddy area here in the next couple of weeks before we go on vacation. One of the old hearses that is now part of the water tower and greenhouse up there, as you've probably seen before. This is the beer mobile where Eric Manley was staying for a while. That's soon to be moved. This little courtyard area, well, it will soon be a courtyard. Now, I was staying in our old dilapidated band box truck, but now I'm staying in one of the tiny houses, and we're going to start turning that, believe it or not, into a party van to be a part of my tour company. We're a long way away still from getting this double wide trailer fixed and with siding, and it will eventually be our cottage food kitchen and a bed and breakfast after we get a few more things done, secure a loan, and turn it into a BandB. The chickens keep getting into our little tool shed here and roosting in there, the Houdini chickens, but we're about to finish with our new stationary coop to get the wayward chickens all contained so they can't do that to us anymore. Since the last time I've been on YouTube talking about the farm, we've added this cold storage area. Used to be our little laundry room, but we decided to make it into our cold storage to keep some of our pastries and pies for sale at farmers markets and in the front of the property where you saw the tent. It's not quite completed yet, but will be soon. My brother Eric is in here today working on new tops for the kitchen. And this area right here where it's also about to get an improvement. It's going to be a little cafe area kind of for our bed and breakfast and our hip camp guests. Eric recently made these raw plank benches using the Tree Man's wood miser saw down the street from us. He's become a very good friend. We may be setting up that old 100-year-old Frick sawmill down at his place, as a matter of fact, to save room here. As you can see, we've added a lot of sand to smooth out some of the rough areas in the property. Eric's tiny house is just about finished. It's got lights and lots of peppers growing around it. Got a lot of weeding to do over here, but our tomatoes are coming in really well. Our watermelon plants are growing very well. One of the woofer tiny houses here. This is just a basic tiny house. It's got electricity enough for a lamp and a fan and a plug-in hub, but that's about it. We recently got this camper as well for those hot months of the summer when we're going to need, where some of our woofers or hip campers might need air conditioning. It's still got some work to be done on the windows and some cleaning up inside. Another one of our woofer places I may have shown y'all last time. This is an old yacht we're eventually going to restore. We used to have a lot of fun in it, but now occasionally a woofer will stay in it. It's got basic electricity too, a fan and a lamp and a place to plug in your internet. Much better those places in the fall, but you know, it's really actually cold here during the summer. So with just a fan, a lot of times I'll turn off my air conditioner even in, you know, one of the closed tiny houses that's not screened in. Another one of our projects is back here. This is going to be yet another tiny house. This one's probably going to have full electricity and air conditioning. And we have the old outhouse back there for use on this side of the property. We're going to go say hello to the goats and ducks. We now have 6 goats, 4 girls and 2 guys. She's a mama again, that lady right there. Sometimes they come out and play, but they're kind of shy of the camera. You might be able to see a glimpse of one of the little babies back there. Now see how big baby Goda has grown? The little ones look a lot like her. We've got our first gourd of the year growing right here. Those gourds grow often up to about 100 pounds, supposedly. Bushel gourds. Got still a lot of cleaning up to do, but this is mostly the results of the construction we're doing. Things are moving really fast here, and we recently broke down and got us a pool to cool off in the middle of the day. Some girls came out here and had a solstice party and brought some pool accessories for us. Of course, the old Sunmar compost toilet and the shower. I believe we did do an update on the shower. This is one of the coolest parts of the property. Eric did most of this by himself. We helped a little, but it's definitely his brainchild and his plan, his design, his baby. We've got 2 propane showers there. For different heights, and in case one just runs out, you know, sometimes the propane will run out and you don't feel like, you know, walking across in your towel or your robe to go grab another one, so we got a backup there as well. Now this is just after a storm. I'm taking you back here to see some of our campgrounds. I'm sure our the tent that we already have set up for people, it's of course taking a beating. We're gonna have to get back here and either get another one set up if that one's busted, or see if it can be salvaged. We probably are going to do away with that having the tent already set up. It's just too much trouble. We'll have it where they can, you know, that site comes with a tent built for it, because a lot of tents are too big for that raised platform. So I think I'm going to change the listing to where they need to be setting up the tent, and we just hand it to them when they come in. This is the biggest campsite number 1, pitch a tent in Myrkwood Forest. Now, there's a different trail that goes to the other side. It's slightly smaller, but a little bit more secluded. Has a trail that goes separately from the other trail, but we're going to take the trail that goes out again by the goat pen. I want to take you guys over to the new office area. It was an office that Mark was staying in temporarily when he was here for a few days, and also using it for storage, but now we've turned it into the office because it has a really good view of the whole property, especially the front where people are coming and going. You know, we have 3 customers a day on a good one right now. Most of our sales of produce and such come from the farmers markets at this point. So it's no good to sit out in the sun all day, but we have a screened tent that we're going to put back up there now that the winds have subsided, and it has solar fans, so everything inside, all the produce, can be kept cool and sheltered during the day. And I can just sit over here in this little office area behind the chicken coop, and if I see somebody pull up, I just walk out and say hello, and they want to buy a watermelon or a pumpkin or something, get it done, and get back to my computer work, or if I'm working out in the fields, get back to that. This is the office area. It's not completed either. We've got to paint the outside. I just had to take out that refrigerator. Last person who stayed here left it on. It froze up and destroyed the thing. And there's some work to do inside too, but as you can see, the desk looks out over the front. The AC blows really cold, so I'm able to keep my room temperature jellies in here ready to go. There's a little freezer there for the cold stuff as well. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to get back to doing all the things I used to do on the channel now that we've got some good internet here, decent internet. It's HughesNet, but if I make all my videos at the front of the month and get them uploaded and scheduled to go on, I think I can get back to our regularly weekly scheduling. Keep y'all updated on the farm, as well as our music and the writing and the ghost tours and criticism of your favorite TV episodes, fantasy books and stuff like that. All the things we used to do. We're going to step it up a little bit here soon, now that we've got some better equipment for recording and editing and stuff. And hopefully we're going to be able to make do with this HughesNet to getting you guys some content. So please like and subscribe, and check us out for our progress and all the other things we do. Thank you much.